Hello, everyone. So, a Republican senator has introduced a bill that may actually backfire on GOP. And this news is coming from Fox. Senate bill would require states to mandate voter ID along with VPass. So, this Republican Senator Kevin Cramer of North Dakota has introduced a legislation who says if a state forces people to prove their VPass status, they should also have to prove who they are when they go to vote. Seems logical. I mean, historically, at least in past few elections, um, Republicans have claimed that there is, Democrats are committing voter fraud either by having dead people on the rolls and have them vote, or by bussing in people from other constituencies to vote in a different constituency. And in some cases, these people may be citizens, while in other cases they may not even be citizens of United States. And what this Republican senator is trying to say, that if somebody has to prove their VPass status to dine in a restaurant or to fly in an aeroplane, to use any public office or public space, why there shouldn't be some sort of a proof that an individual is authorized to vote and all this is very logical. And this senator is basically calling out the hypocrisy of Democrats, that while Dems want to enforce V passes for all the things that I just explained, but nothing for voter ID, or nothing like voter ID for voting. So they can, continue committing the shenanigans they have been doing. At least that's the justification from Republican side. And by introducing this bill, it'll deter Dems to not enforce V passes. At least that's how Republicans think. Now, first of all, this bill is in very early stages, and it is going to be a very uphill task to get it passed. So it's not like, done and dusted sort of thing. But let's for a second assume it is passed. Then what will happen? So let's take a step back and think, who are the people who are not interested in getting jabbed? If I have to guess, these are more, conservatives, right wingish, let's call them red voters. So they're largely red voters. And if it is mandated, by the way, before I go there, this bill is for not every constituency. This bill is only for the constituencies where VPAS is introduced. So coming back to my point, if we know that red voters are largely the one who don't want to get jabbed, what happens if this bill get passed in Congress and Senate? Well, anybody who is no longer jabbed, well, according to their definition, whether it is 2 or 3 or 4, however many, um, shots you have to take, and if you are not, then you are basically disenfranchised. He or she can't vote. To put it simply, who can't vote? Again, the red team, largely red team. So, don't you guys think that blue team is going to achieve their goal by having this passed? Because if the red voters are no longer eligible to vote, who does it help? Blue team. Now, I don't support either blue or red. I think they're both cut from same cloth. In fact, why can't they completely get rid of V passes? And I also agree that there should be a requirement to prove that you are the first of all citizen, second of all eligible to vote in a particular constituency. So nobody can actually game the system. I am absolutely all for it. There shouldn't be any loopholes to abuse the system. So rather than coming up with these harebrained ideas which can actually backfire on them, assuming that, let's say, it get introduced across the country, anybody who is not interested in VPass, they basically have no longer rights. So instead, government should think of like real reforms that are for the public, a greater good of the public. So yeah, those are my thoughts. This is the actual bill from Senator Kevin Cramer. to require states and local jurisdictions that institute V-passes to require voter identification in federal elections. So, as I said earlier, it's not for every jurisdiction, only that institute V-passes. It's called V-Pass and Voter ID Harmonization Act. It's not a very long one. Yeah, that's it. I've gone through it. There is not much in there to discuss. So, yeah, please share your thoughts on this. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.